Listen up. There's a conspiracy of silence in the automotive world, and it's costing regular drivers like you a fortune. Right now, sitting in your driveway, your vehicle is hiding features and solutions that could prevent a catastrophic breakdown tomorrow. I'm talking about built-in systems you've never activated, emergency protocols you didn't know existed, and dirt-cheap fixes that mechanics charge hundreds to perform. What I'm about to reveal will fundamentally change how you interact with your vehicle. Let's expose the truth they've been keeping from you. Secret number 15, the invisible entry system. Picture this nightmare scenario. You're standing in a deserted parking structure at midnight. Your electronic key fob just died. The screen is black, no response. You're effectively locked out of your own vehicle, miles from home with a dead phone battery. Panic sets in. You're already calculating the cost of emergency roadside service, maybe $200 minimum for after-hours assistance. But hold on, your car manufacturer actually planned for this exact moment, and they installed a failsafe that 90% of drivers never discover. Here's what the dealership conveniently forgets to mention during your purchase walkthrough. Examine your driver's side door handle carefully. Really look at it. Somewhere on that handle, there's a tiny removable panel, usually camouflaged to match the paint. You can pry this cover off using your fingernail or the edge of your emergency key. And yes, that miniature metal key attached to your fob, that's not just decorative. It's an old-school mechanical key designed specifically for this situation. Once you pop that cover, you'll see a traditional cylinder lock underneath. Slide in that backup key, turn it, and boom, you're inside. No electronic systems required, no emergency fees, no waiting in dangerous areas for help to arrive. This mechanical override functions independently of your car's electrical system, meaning even if your entire battery is stone dead, this method still works flawlessly. The automotive industry doesn't advertise this feature prominently because it doesn't sound high-tech or impressive. But in a genuine emergency, this low-tech solution is worth its weight in gold. Take 60 seconds today to locate that hidden keyhole on your vehicle and practice removing the cover. Trust me, you'll thank yourself later.
Secret number 14, the marker camouflage method. That unsightly scratch on your paint job is haunting you. Every time you walk past your car, there it is, screaming at you. That raw scrape where someone's shopping cart made contact, or where a tight parking space left its mark. You've gotten estimates from body shops. $200, $300, sometimes more depending on the panel location. For a purely cosmetic issue, that's a hard pill to swallow, especially when your budget is already stretched thin. Here's where a dollar store solution becomes your secret weapon. Head to any convenience store and grab a permanent marker in a shade that matches your vehicle's color. Dark cars need dark markers. Light vehicles need lighter tones. Now here's the technique. Carefully fill in that scratch with the marker tip, working slowly and methodically. Let the ink settle and dry for about a minute. Then, take a soft microfiber cloth and gently buff the area using circular motions. What happens next is almost magical. The marker pigment fills the void where paint is missing, making the damage virtually disappear from normal viewing distance. Will it pass a millimeter-level inspection? Absolutely not. Is it a permanent solution? Definitely not. But as an immediate fix that costs under $2 and takes under a minute, it's absolutely brilliant. What makes this even smarter is the protective element. That exposed metal underneath the scratch is vulnerable to oxidation and rust. By filling it with marker ink, you're creating a temporary barrier against moisture and air, preventing corrosion from taking hold. This simple hack can buy you months or even years before a professional repair becomes absolutely necessary, and it keeps your car looking respectable in the meantime. Store a matching marker in your glove compartment for emergency touch-ups. You'll be amazed how often it comes in handy. Secret number 13, the climate-controlled storage compartment. Road trips are incredible until reality hits. Your cold beverages become lukewarm within an hour, your chocolate snacks melt into an unrecognizable mess, any medication requiring cool temperatures becomes a concern. You wish you'd brought it cooler, but your trunk is already packed to capacity with luggage and supplies. What if I told you that your vehicle likely has a built-in refrigeration system that you've been ignoring this entire time? Look at that glove compartment directly in front of your passenger seat. Open it up and inspect the interior walls carefully. Many modern vehicles have a small ventilation duct inside that compartment connected directly to your air conditioning system. When you activate your AC, chilled air flows through that vent and into the enclosed glove box, space, effectively transforming it into a miniature refrigerator. The temperature difference is genuinely impressive. On a scorching summer afternoon when your cabin hits 90 degrees, that glove box can maintain temperatures in the 60s. Perfect for keeping drinks refreshingly cold, preventing chocolate from liquefying, storing temperature-sensitive medications, or keeping your sunglasses cool so they don't burn your face when you put them on. This isn't some luxury feature exclusive to premium vehicles. Mid-range sedans and SUVs from the past decade frequently include this system. The manufacturers just don't make a big deal about it during sales pitches because it seems too simple. But simplicity doesn't mean ineffective. Long-distance drivers and parents with kids absolutely swear by this feature once they stumble upon it. Imagine never again dealing with warm water bottles or melted candy bars on your family vacation. That's the power of utilizing features your car already possesses. Check your owner's manual if you're uncertain whether your vehicle has this capability. The answer might pleasantly surprise you.
Secret number 12, the lens protection formula. Your headlight lenses are showing their age. That cloudy, yellowed appearance is getting worse by the month. The oxidation buildup isn't just cosmetic either. It's genuinely reducing your nighttime visibility, creating a potential safety hazard. Professional restoration services want $70 to $100. Restoration kits at auto stores run $20 to $30. Both seem excessive for what should be a simple fix. Here's the approach that smart car owners use instead. After you've cleaned those lenses with a mild abrasive polish or even toothpaste, grab some petroleum jelly from your medicine cabinet. Apply a thin, even layer across the entire headlight surface, then buff it smooth with a clean cloth until it's nearly invisible. This petroleum-based coating creates a protective shield over the plastic lens. It actively repels water, blocks damaging ultraviolet radiation, and prevents new oxidation from forming. One application can keep your headlights clear and bright for 3 to 4 months, depending on your climate and washing frequency. When you notice the protection fading, simply reapply. A $3 jar of petroleum jelly can protect your headlights for multiple years. But here's the versatility that makes this truly valuable. This same petroleum jelly technique works wonders on chrome trim pieces, rubber door seals, and even windshield wiper blades. The jelly conditions rubber materials, preventing them from drying out, cracking, and deteriorating. It's a multi-surface solution that costs almost nothing and delivers professional-grade results. Your headlights are critical safety equipment. Maintaining them properly shouldn't require expensive products or professional services. This simple household item accomplishes the job beautifully. Secret number 11, the emergency shifter release. Your battery just died completely, no power whatsoever. You need to move your vehicle out of a parking space or perhaps roll it onto a flatbed tow truck. There's just one massive problem. Your gear shifter is locked solid in park position. The electronic interlock system prevents any movement without electrical power. You're essentially trapped. What most drivers never learn is that every single automatic transmission manufactured in recent decades includes a manual override release for exactly this situation. It's typically a small button or slot positioned near the shifter base, often hidden under a removable plastic cap. Inspect the area around your gear shifter console carefully. Look for a tiny slot, sometimes labeled with text like Shift Lock Release or something similar. Take a flathead screwdriver, your car key, or even a sturdy pen and push down firmly into that slot. While maintaining pressure on that release mechanism, you can now physically move the shifter out of park and into neutral. Suddenly, your immobile vehicle becomes freely rollable. You can push it by hand, move it out of traffic, or load it onto a tow truck without a jump start first. This simple feature has rescued countless drivers from expensive towing complications and embarrassing gridlock situations. The mechanism is purely mechanical, requiring zero electrical power to function. It's your emergency backup when modern electronics fail you. Locate this release on your specific vehicle today before you desperately need it tomorrow.
Secret number 10, the silent solution. Your car door announces your arrival everywhere you go with a loud, embarrassing squeak. That creaking sound makes your vehicle sound ancient and neglected, even if everything else is in perfect condition. You cringe every time you open the door in a quiet parking structure or early morning neighborhood. The fix is stupidly simple. Grab a can of penetrating lubricant and spray a small amount directly onto the door hinge pins, where metal meets metal. Open and close the door several times to work that lubricant into all the contact surfaces. Watch that annoying squeak completely vanish. The lubricant displaces any moisture trapped in the hinge, dissolves rust and accumulated grime, and creates a slippery barrier between moving metal parts. One quick application can keep your doors silent for months at a time. No more announcing your presence with rusty hinges. But here's why this matters beyond just noise. Squeaking hinges indicate metal grinding directly against metal without proper lubrication. Over time, this constant friction actually wears down the hinge pins and can cause legitimate structural damage. A quick spray every few months prevents that gradual deterioration and keeps everything operating smoothly. This is preventative maintenance that costs pennies and takes 30 seconds. Keep a can of lubricant in your trunk and you'll find yourself using it constantly for various quick fixes around your vehicle. It's one of those products that earns its storage space 1,000 times over. Secret number 9, the conduction booster trick. You're trying to jumpstart a dead battery, but you've hit a snag. Your jumper cables are old and the clamps show visible corrosion. The connection to the battery terminal seems weak. The electrical flow isn't strong enough to turn over the engine. You're worried the cables themselves are failing. Here's an emergency solution that actually works. Before attaching those clamps to the battery posts, wrap the clamp teeth with aluminum foil. The foil creates superior contact surface area, dramatically improves electrical conductivity, and can successfully jump a car even when cables or terminals show moderate corrosion. The aluminum acts as a conductive bridge, filling microscopic gaps and ensuring maximum surface contact between the clamp and terminal. This technique is especially valuable when dealing with battery posts covered in that white, crusty corrosion buildup. The foil compensates for the poor connection that corrosion creates. This trick has rescued drivers in desperate situations where a traditional jumpstart seemed impossible. The foil costs essentially nothing, takes seconds to apply, and can mean the difference between getting home safely and being stranded in a dangerous area. Additionally, this method helps if your jumper cable clamps have become loose or worn over time. The foil adds bulk and improves grip strength, ensuring the clamps stay firmly attached throughout the jumping process. Poor connections are actually one of the primary reasons jumpstarts fail. It's not always about dead batteries or defective cables. Sometimes it's purely about establishing solid electrical contact. And aluminum foil solves that problem instantly. Keep a small roll in your emergency kit. You never know when this knowledge will save your day.
Secret number 8, the parking lot sabotage. Warning: this one is genuinely frightening, and you need to know about it immediately. Criminals have developed a clever method for breaking into vehicles without triggering alarms or leaving obvious damage. They're using ordinary coins to compromise your locking system. Here's their technique. They wedge a coin, typically a nickel or dime, into your door handle mechanism, jamming the internal locking components. When you press your key fob to lock your doors, the mechanism fails silently, but you don't notice because you're already walking away from your vehicle. The criminal waits until you're gone, removes the coin, and walks straight into your unlocked car. No shattered windows, no alarm activation, just easy access to everything inside. This scam is spreading rapidly across parking areas nationwide, and it's completely preventable with simple awareness. Before walking away from your parked vehicle, perform a quick visual inspection of all door handles. If you spot anything unusual wedged in there, a coin, plastic fragments, or any foreign object, remove it immediately and manually verify that your door is actually locked. Even better, develop the habit of physically pulling your door handle after pressing the lock button. This 5-second confirmation check ensures your vehicle is genuinely secured. This small awareness habit could prevent you from becoming a crime victim and dealing with the nightmare of stolen belongings. The reason this scam succeeds is that modern convenience has made us complacent. We press the button, hear the confirmation beep, and trust that everything is secure. But that trust is precisely what criminals exploit. Simple vigilance defeats this technique completely. Don't become an easy target. Stay aware of your surroundings and verify your locks. Secret number 7, the mirror defrosting system. You're dealing with terrible weather. Heavy rain or freezing temperatures have left your side mirrors completely obscured. Water droplets cover the glass. Ice has formed a thick layer. Fog makes them useless. You're stuck repeatedly reaching out the window to wipe them clean while driving, which is both dangerous and ineffective. Most drivers have no idea that their vehicle likely includes heated side mirrors as standard equipment. There's usually a button on your climate control panel, frequently combined with the rear window defrost control. Press that rear defrost button, and both your back window and your side mirrors heat up simultaneously. The heating elements embedded in the mirror glass quickly melt ice, evaporate water droplets, and clear away condensation in seconds. No more dangerous reaching while driving. No more pulling over repeatedly to wipe them down. One button press keeps your mirrors perfectly clear for your entire journey. This feature becomes absolutely critical during winter mornings when your mirrors freeze solid overnight, or during rainy commutes when visibility is already severely compromised. Being able to see what's in your blind spots can literally prevent accidents, especially during bad weather when reaction times are already reduced. The incredible part is that this feature exists on far more vehicles than people realized. Even moderately priced sedans and SUVs from the past decade likely include it. Check your owner's manual or look for the defrost symbol on your climate controls. Once you discover and start using this function, you'll wonder how you ever drove without it. It seems like a minor convenience until the first time you genuinely need it. Then it becomes indispensable.
Secret number 6, the natural glass cleaner. Your windshield is covered with stubborn residue that refuses to come off. Bug splatter, greasy film, that mysterious haze that makes night driving dangerous because oncoming headlights create intense glare. You've scrubbed with towels and tried multiple cleaning products, but there's still a film obscuring your view. Here's an unconventional solution that works remarkably well. Cut a fresh apple in half and use the exposed fruit flesh to scrub your windshield from the interior side. The natural acids present in the apple break down grease, grime, and that persistent film that accumulates over time from dashboard off-gassing and air fresheners. Rub the apple half across the glass using circular motions. The fruit's texture provides gentle scrubbing action, while the acids dissolve oils and stubborn residue. After covering the entire windshield, wipe everything clean with a microfiber cloth or even newspaper for a streak-free finish. The result is crystal clear glass without any streaking or chemical residue. Your windshield will be cleaner than it's been in months, achieved without using a single harsh chemical. This method is particularly effective on interior glass, where oil-based films create that dangerous hazy effect. Apples contain malic acid, a natural cleaning compound that cuts through grease without leaving chemical residues behind. It's the same acid used in various commercial cleaners, except you're accessing it directly from nature for about 50 cents. This technique is completely safe for tinted windows, won't damage any protective coatings on your glass, and leaves behind a subtle, fresh scent. No harsh ammonia fumes, no streaky chemicals, just genuinely clean glass and dramatically improved visibility. Plus, one apple costs virtually nothing and can clean your entire windshield with fruit to spare. Sometimes the best solutions are the simplest ones. Secret number 5, the refrigeration revival. Your key fob range has noticeably decreased. You used to unlock your vehicle from across the parking lot, but now you need to be standing right next to it. The battery isn't completely dead yet, but it's clearly dying. You don't have a replacement battery on hand, and you need your car to work right now. Here's a strange trick that genuinely functions. Place your key fob inside your refrigerator for approximately 10 minutes before you need to use it. The cold temperature temporarily increases the battery's power output, giving you a bit more range and functionality for critical use. This isn't a permanent solution. Obviously, your battery is still deteriorating and needs replacement soon. But in an emergency, when you need your fob to function and lack a replacement battery, this technique can buy you crucial time. The science is straightforward. Cold temperatures slow down the chemical reactions that drain batteries. Briefly cooling a weakening battery can squeeze out a little more usable energy. It's the same principle behind why batteries last longer when stored in cold conditions. This trick has rescued people in emergency situations when they needed their vehicle to start and their FOB battery was nearly depleted. 10 minutes in the fridge can mean the difference between making it to work and being stranded at home. Key fob batteries are incredibly inexpensive to replace, usually $3 to $5, and most people can change them at home in under a minute. But knowing this refrigeration trick provides you with a backup plan when you're caught unprepared. It's emergency knowledge that might save your day when you least expect it.
Secret number 4, the adhesive cleaning method. Your car's interior is absolutely covered in dust, crumbs, pet hair, and random debris. You've tried vacuuming thoroughly, but it doesn't capture everything, especially from fabric seats and carpets. Professional detailing services charge $100 or more, but you're not willing to spend that much on interior cleaning. Here's an incredibly effective hack. Purchase a lint roller, the type normally used for removing pet hair from clothing. Roll it systematically over your seats, carpets, dashboard, and any fabric surfaces throughout your interior. The adhesive sheets capture dust particles, hair strands, food crumbs, and debris that vacuums consistently miss. It's fast, remarkably effective, and genuinely satisfying watching all that hidden gunk stick to the roller. A lint roller costs about $5 and provides dozens of uses. Keep one in your vehicle for quick cleanups anytime. This technique is especially valuable for pet owners dealing with dog or cat hair that seems impossible to fully remove. The adhesive grabs individual hairs and pulls them straight out of fabric fibers. Lint rollers work excellently on headliners, door panels, and even floor mats. Any surface that accumulates fine particles can be cleaned using this method. It's gentler than aggressive vacuuming and won't damage delicate materials or fabric surfaces. Unlike vacuum cleaners, lint rollers don't require electrical power, make noise, or need to be plugged in anywhere. You can clean your interior in a parking lot, at a highway rest stop, or literally anywhere else. It's portable, silent, and surprisingly effective. Sometimes the simplest tools produce the best results. Secret number 3, the fragrance absorption system. Your car has developed an unpleasant odor, but you can't identify the source. You've cleaned every visible surface, vacuumed thoroughly, wiped down panels, but that mysterious smell persists. Hanging air fresheners provide temporary masking, but the underlying odor always returns within hours. Here's a genius solution. Take a thin panty liner or feminine pad and add several drops of your preferred essential oil directly onto it. Place it underneath your seat or tuck it into a door pocket where it won't be visible. The liner slowly releases fragrance for weeks, keeping your interior smelling naturally fresh. Unlike hanging air fresheners that blast concentrated artificial scent directly in your face, this method provides subtle, long-lasting fragrance that doesn't overwhelm. You can customize it with any scent you enjoy. Lavender for relaxation, eucalyptus for freshness, vanilla for warmth, whatever makes you happy. The liner has adhesive backing, so it stays securely in place and doesn't roll around or become a distraction. When the scent fades after several weeks, simply replace it with a fresh liner. Each one costs pennies, making this one of the most economical air freshening solutions available anywhere. But here's the added benefit. The liner also absorbs residual moisture and lingering odors from underneath your seat, actually addressing the root cause of bad smells rather than just masking them temporarily. It's a dual-purpose solution that performs far better than expected. This trick has become extremely popular among rideshare drivers who need their vehicles to smell pleasant throughout long shifts without using overpowering air fresheners that might bother sensitive passengers. It's discreet, effective, and completely customizable to personal preference. Secret number 2, the interior restoration formula. Your dashboard, door panels, and interior trim surfaces look faded, dull, and genuinely worn out. The materials have lost their original luster. Automotive detailing products promise to restore that shine, but they're expensive and filled with chemicals you can barely pronounce. You're looking for a better solution. Here's the secret: baby oil. Pour a small amount onto a microfiber cloth and wipe down your dashboard, center console, door panels, and any plastic or vinyl interior surfaces.
The oil instantly restores shine, makes everything look showroom new, and conditions the material to prevent future cracking and deterioration. One bottle of baby oil costs approximately $3 and will last you multiple months of regular applications. Your interior will have that premium shine without spending $20 on specialty automotive products. Plus, baby oil is safe, non-toxic, and leaves behind a subtle, pleasant scent. This technique works because baby oil is essentially mineral oil, which happens to be a key ingredient in many expensive car care products. You're achieving identical results for a tiny fraction of the cost. Smart shoppers recognize when they're paying for fancy packaging and marketing rather than actual product quality. Baby oil also provides protection against ultraviolet damage. It creates a barrier layer that prevents sun exposure from fading colors and causing surface cracking over time. Regular application genuinely extends the lifespan of your interior surfaces. This same method works beautifully on leather seats, steering wheels, and even exterior rubber trim pieces. It's incredibly versatile, highly effective, and something most households already have available. One product, dozens of different uses, unbeatable results for minimal investment.
Secret number 1. The suction extraction method. You've discovered a small dent on your door panel or fender. Nothing major, but definitely noticeable. A body shop has quoted you $150 to $300 for repair. Before you hand over that cash, try this technique first. Grab a standard cup plunger, the type used for sink drains. Wet the rubber edge thoroughly, press it firmly over the dented area, and pull straight outward with steady pressure. The suction force can pop out shallow dents without damaging your paint finish whatsoever. Will it work on deep creases or severely damaged metal? Absolutely not. But for minor door dings and shallow dents, it's surprisingly effective. Regular people have saved hundreds of dollars using this ridiculously simple method. Is it perfect? No. But it's free, it's fast, and it works frequently enough to be worth attempting before calling a professional. Worst case scenario, you've wasted 30 seconds. Best case scenario, you just eliminated a repair bill completely. This method works best on smooth, relatively flat panels like doors, hoods, and trunklets. The key is creating a strong seal between the plunger and the surface. Wet both the plunger edge and your car's surface. Press down firmly and pull straight out with consistent pressure. You might need several attempts, but when it works, it's deeply satisfying watching that dent pop right back out. Some people have even used this technique on hail damage with mixed but occasionally impressive results. The technique has existed for decades, but somehow never achieved mainstream knowledge. Now you're aware of the secret that body shops prefer you didn't know about. Fresh dents are significantly easier to remove than old ones. If you've just received a parking lot ding, try the plunger immediately before the metal settles permanently into its new shape. Time is your ally with this method. There you have it, 15 automotive secrets that could have saved you thousands of dollars over the years. How many were you already aware of? Drop a comment below and tell me which one shocked you the most. If this video just rescued you from expensive mechanic visits or made you realize you can handle DIY fixes yourself, hit that subscribe button for more money-saving content that delivers real value without the fluff. Your wallet will genuinely thank you. Remember, your vehicle is more sophisticated than you've been led to believe. It has backup systems, hidden features, and emergency protocols that manufacturers don't actively promote. Knowledge is power, and now you're armed with information that puts you back in control. Stop letting mechanics and dealerships profit from your ignorance. Take control of your automotive future today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we expose even more secrets the industry doesn't want you to know.